What happens when an arrogant celebrity tries to embarrass someone on stage, thinking they're easy prey? One famous singer thought he could mock a quiet black girl in front of thousands, forcing her to sing solo just to laugh at her. He never expected what came next. A voice so powerful, so pure, it didn't just silence him, it left the entire arena speechless and turned her into an overnight sensation. This is the electrifying story of Aaliyah Brooks, a 22-year-old waitress whose one moment under the spotlight changed everything. If this hook already has chills running down your spine, smash that like button right now, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss these powerful stories. And drop a comment below, tell me where in the world you're watching from. I read every comment and love connecting with this community. Now, let's get into the story. Aaliyah Brooks grew up in Detroit, Michigan, in a small apartment with her grandmother after her parents passed in a car accident when she was 8. Money was always tight. Her grandma worked 2 jobs as a nurse's aide, but they made it work. Church on Sundays was their escape, and that's where Aaliyah discovered her voice. From age 10, she sang in the choir. The director called her a gift from God. Her voice was rich, soulful, with a range that could go from deep alto warmth to crystal-clear soprano highs without effort. People would stop and listen when she sang Amazing Grace or His Eye is on the Sparrow. But Aaliyah was shy. Painfully shy. She never dreamed of fame. After high school, she took a job waitressing at a downtown Detroit event venue to pay for community college classes in business. Her plan was simple: get a degree, open a small catering company, take care of her grandma. She sang only at church, and sometimes quietly to herself while working. The night everything changed was June 14, 2025. The venue was hosting a stop on the Summer Nights tour, headlined by Justin Harlow, a 28-year-old pop R&B superstar with 3 platinum albums, 50 million followers, and a reputation for being difficult. Justin was talented, no one denied that. Smooth vocals, slick dance moves, sold out arenas. But behind the scenes, he was known for his ego. He'd berated backup singers, fired dancers for minor mistakes, and loved roasting people on stage for laughs. That night, during his set, Justin did his usual crowd interaction bit, "Who in here thinks they can sing better than me?" The audience roared. He scanned the front rows, then pointed to the VIP section where staff sometimes stood. You in the black shirt. Come up here." Spotlight swung to Aaliyah. She was on break, standing near the bar in her waitress uniform, black polo, black pants, hair in a neat ponytail. She shook her head, laughing nervously. "No, thank you." The crowd chanted, "Sing. Sing. Sing." Justin grinned into the mic. "Come on, don't be shy. I'll even let you sing one of my songs. Let's see if you can hit the notes." His tone was playful, but edged with mockery. Everyone knew what this was, the Humiliate a fan segment he did at every show. He'd pick someone ordinary, let them struggle through a high note, then rescue the song himself for applause. Aaliyah tried to back away, but security escorted her on stage. For fun, they said. 20,000 people watched. Justin handed her a mic. "What's your name, sweetheart?" "Aaliyah," she said quietly. "Cute. Okay, Aaliyah, you know Midnight Sky?" She nodded. It was his biggest hit, famous for a soaring bridge with runs only he could supposedly nail live. The band started the intro. Justin leaned in, smirking. "Go ahead. Show us what you got." Aaliyah closed her eyes for a second. Took a breath. Then she sang. The first verse came out soft, sweet, controlled, full of emotion. The crowd quieted. By the chorus, her voice filled the arena, rich, powerful, effortless. When the bridge hit, the part Justin always bragged no one else can touch, Aaliyah didn't just hit the notes. She soared. Runs that danced higher and cleaner than the recording. A held high note that rang pure and strong. Ad-libs that felt straight from heaven. The audience erupted. Justin's smirk vanished. He stood frozen, mic at his side, staring. When she finished, the arena exploded, louder than any cheer he'd gotten all night. A standing ovation. Phones out. Videos recording. Aaliyah handed the mic back, smiling shyly. "Thank you." Justin tried to recover. "Wow, that was good." But his voice cracked. The crowd laughed at him. Backstage, his manager rushed up. "We need to sign her. Now." Justin, still shaken, nodded. But Aaliyah wasn't interested in fame. She went back to work the next day, same uniform, same shift. Until the video went viral. Within 24 hours, 50 million views. #waitress sings trends worldwide. Major labels called. Ellen, Kelly Clarkson, The Voice, all wanted her. Her grandma cried watching the clip. "That's my baby." Aaliyah finally agreed to one interview with a local Detroit station. "I didn't sing to show anyone up," she said. "I sang because music is how I talk to God. And I wasn't going to let fear stop me." Record executives flew to Detroit. Offers poured in. She signed with a label that promised creative control and a deal that included funding for her grandma's retirement and a scholarship program for Detroit youth in music. Her debut single, Silent No More, written about that night, went #1 on Billboard in 3 weeks. Her album followed. Sold 2 million copies first year. She toured, opening for artists who once would have ignored her. And Justin Harlow? He reached out privately. Apologized. Admitted he'd been arrogant. Aaliyah forgave him. Even invited him to guest on a remix. But the moment everyone remembers is that night in Detroit. When an arrogant singer tried to humiliate a quiet black waitress, thinking her voice would crack. Instead, she hit notes he never could. And in one song, she didn't just silence him. She reminded the world that real talent doesn't need permission. It just needs a microphone and courage. Today, Aaliyah Brooks is a Grammy-winning artist, a voice for young black women in music, and the founder of the Spotlight Fund, paying for vocal lessons for kids who can't afford them. She still visits the Detroit venue sometimes, in jeans and a hoodie, just to say hi to the staff. And every time a new waitress asks for a selfie, Aaliyah smiles and says, "Never let anyone make you feel small. Your voice, whatever it is, matters." Because sometimes, the person they try to mock ends up being the one who teaches the world how to sing. What did you think of Aaliyah's moment? Would you have taken the mic? Let me know in the comments, and tell me where you're watching from. Like, subscribe, share with someone who needs to hear their voice matters, and I'll see you in the next story.